Hey everybody, what's up? We're gonna do part two of Peetz. So smash that like button. Hey Nolabu, Leonie, Lindalu, Irma, Jackie H. Welcome everybody. We're gonna get straight into this puppy right here. It seems okay, maybe people aren't getting my notifications. So maybe I'll give this a last hurrah that I am live. And then after that, we're gonna go straight into MAD and we're gonna be joined, of course, by Timberly, if she's available, that is. Other than that, smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. We'll see how much of Pete's we can get through because Pete's has been going and going and going and going like an Energizer bunny. But you know how it is. Hey Ziggy, hey Nev, what's up? Welcome. All right, so we're gonna pick up exactly where we left off in this stream. We got interrupted by Foodie Beauty coming live, even though she said that she wouldn't come live. She's going radio silent. That wasn't the case, because she did come live. She says that she's gonna get Sam rehomed temporarily. What does that even mean? But hey, we're gonna figure it out. All right. Other than that, hey, we are gonna get straight into this. So let me share my screen. We already did that. Hey Ziggy, what's up? Okay, let's go.
Just gonna move your chair back over here just a little bit.
So Peetz has a potato in the microwave. He has pork chops, shake and bake pork chops in the oven. The place isn't cleaned. He's in a shirt.
Hey, gossip girl.
The neck isn't stretched.
What do I say? What do I say to what?
He showers every other day.
No, I did not pick up any wheelchairs.
And we're here.
Love that a supporter sent her chocolate and she says, haters gain make you gain weight. I'm watching you on my Switch. Does that make you the third Mario brother? No.
Whatever.
I'm not Italian. That cat person, I've never seen Casey
Welcome,
in person.
Mama.
Sad when I see her, it makes sense. I don't blame you. Honestly, seeing Casey makes me sad too.
Does Mario have to be Italian? Because wasn't Mario created by certain Japanese individuals? So you have like a they're supposed to be Italian plumbers, but they're created by they have Japanese creators. So what does that tell you? Does Mario have to actually be Italian?
Hey, Barry. No.
And it's revered by a North
super
American
sad
audience.
every time I have to look at Casey.
Hey, MP. How you doing?
Race car bed. I wish.
Welcome, everybody. Exactly. Fictional character, they can be anything. Coming from the same guy who kept on talking about Ariel, because now Ariel is a person of color, and he didn't like that, but yet he's adamant that Super Mario has to be Italian. Furthermore, didn't he go over Wednesday and was talking about how all the black characters were villains, and he didn't like that, but yet, once again, he's adamant that Super Mario has to be Italian. Really? Shocking.
Cove-themed birthday party? No! Hey, Frida. Dressed up as Princess Peach? I'd be down for that. How tall is Wolverine? 5'3". Canonically, he is 5'3" inches. 5 feet 3 inches. That is his canonical height. He is one of the shortest X-Men. One of the shortest superheroes. It's why it's why Sabretooth always calls him a runt.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think even Kate Pryde is a little bit taller than Wolverine. Short king like me. He is. That's like that. He is. He's a short king.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of his appeal.
Hey, Observant. What's up? Is this the video before the foodie stream when she said they're leaving the villa? Yes, Anonymous, it is. Peetz did something.
It's why Hugh Jackman was always the wrong choice to play Wolverine.
Oh, really? He did something offensive last night and lost supporters. He's been
No
bleeding
disrespect to
supporters.
Hugh Jackman. He did, he clearly had a good time playing in the role. So no disrespect to Hugh Jackman, but he was not the right choice. He's too damn tall to play Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is a hottie, but he's too tall. Like I said, it needs to be somebody short. Wolverine is supposed to be short.
Does it really matter?
Hey, Killface. Just got some pork chops in the oven.
Does it?
I mean, I don't know actors, Anunnaki. I don't know actors at all. Wolverine and Nicki Minaj are both 5'3". Need a Wolverine can't kill me. Peter Dinklage should have been Wolverine. They could do worse.
Really? Bet it was BB related.
The point of Wolverine is that he is small, but vicious.
And Canadian. All right.
Just like Wolverines are small and vicious.
Okay, so Wolverine is actually supposed to be really 5'3" and 300 pounds. Wow. That's what he's actually supposed to be like, 5'3" and 300 pounds. Man, okay. But hey, I like the Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Tall, muscular, got pointy tips at the end of his knuckles. He needs to get out of La La Land. I really like that movie, La La Land.
I've never played Smash, Gossip Girl. I've never actually played Smash. Like Ant-Man is small and vicious. He's not vicious. One of the funniest stories about the X-Men movies. Hugh Jackman did not know what a Wolverine is.
Really?
Like Hugh Jackman had never heard of
a Wolverine, really?
Of a Wolverine.
So Chantel needs to try out to be a Wolverine then. If you want a Wolverine that's really slow, has breathing problems, and in pain all the time, then yes, we'll have Chantel as Wolverine. She'll be like,
he didn't know that was a real animal. So he thought that Wolverine, hey Rebecca, he thought that Wolverine, the character, was, wolfish, wolf-like. He thought that that's what it was a reference to. He thought it was supposed to be like wolf-like. So he studied wolves. So before he went on set, he spent some time studying wolves, wolf behavior and all that. So when he was on set, he was like, first couple days, he was trying to bring all this sort of wolf-like behavior to the character.
Oh, no, tell me this isn't real. Is this real?
And Bryan Singer's like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I knew it.
He's like, I'm just saying, he's a wolf, right? It's this is what wolves do. It seems like, Wolverine is an actual thing, right? An actual animal, right?
Oh boy. Somebody please tell me that isn't true. That has to be made up.
As Velveteen is the velvet. And from the station should have been fired. I mean, Bryan Singer should have been fired, but.
Oh, it's actually true.
Bucky Barnes.
It was on January the 11th, 2023. There was an article that says Hugh Jackman didn't know what a Wolverine was and that he studied wolves when he was first cast for the role. So it's actually true what he's saying. And he further gone to say, in Australia, we don't have Wolverines. I didn't know that was a real animal. Are you serious? So his agent didn't tell him? Or he didn't look up Wolverine? I think I would look up Wolverine if I'm going to play a role of like a major comic book character. I don't know how truthful this is.
I mean, I'm not into dudes, so.
He's not into what? All right, why does he keep saying it like that? Let's go back a little bit. He's not into
Bucky Barnes. I mean, I'm not into dudes, so.
What about Bucky Barnes? You know who Bucky Barnes is, right? AKA the Winter Soldier. The guy with the silvery arm. Because it got ripped off when he fell from the train in Captain America. The first one.
That's an MCU Quicksilver. I mean, he was fun.
Captain America, the first Avenger. That was the one.
Reaction channels reaction to me. I don't know. How do they react to me? I don't pay any attention to the reaction channels.
You just saw that Foodie Beauty trustee stuff? Yeah, that Foodie Beauty trustee stuff is a mess. Hey, Katrina C. I'm just saying, I'm just not going to interfere like that with people's stuff. If there's a phone number and a name I can get in contact with, no damn sure I am not getting in contact with anybody because I'm not going to directly interfere with people's lives like that. Like it's a reaction. I'm a reaction channel, not a in real life channel. That's IRL stuff.
Fuck, this was better.
His dimensions on Wolverine is
One
right.
thing
It is.
about the one thing I will say about the Fox Quicksilver.
Hey, Shara.
His power is not super speed. His power was time dilation. Why do I say that? Because his music still fucking played when he was running. He was moving at super speed with his music still goddamn playing.
So,
Which is hilarious, obviously, but
that's actually incorrect. That is very incorrect because we've seen real world a real legitimate example of time dilation, and that was on what was that movie? Was it Interstellar? What was that movie when they they sent astronauts to different planets? And one of the astronauts went to a planet where it was like a wall, a mountain of water, and their beacon kept on pinging, but the beacon was pinging because of the time dilation. So, with in regards to what Peetz is saying, if the music, if Quicksilver isn't super speed and is time dilation, then the music would be super warped where it can seem as if it's unrecognizable because it could be warped up to playing for weeks to months to years to decades. So what Peetz is actually saying is incorrect because if it is time dilation, then it doesn't work like that. Maybe Pete should be as passionate about working as he is fictional cartoons. Mm-hmm.
let me get light on here. I don't really know.
All right, so let's check out his food.
Well, it looks pretty white.
Right, Paul? You probably couldn't tell him he's incorrect. You probably argue with me.
I think they're ready. Pork is wrong. I mean, that's sort of why I'm having it before Chantel gets back.
Yeah, we're on pork chop watch. Pork chop watch, everybody.
Pretty sure there are a handful of Fox-themed superheroes.
There are huge amounts.
Not actually all that many, though.
Of Fox-themed superheroes.
I can't really think of all that many Fox-themed superheroes.
Especially in Japan, because of the nine-tailed fox. In Japan, there's a lot of superheroes, a lot of main characters that have nine-tailed fox powers or history, background, whatever you want to call it. Just tuned in. What is he doing? He's making pork chops. He's having potatoes. He's not cleaning up, and he's talking ish about comic books. Have you missed anything? Probably not. Look at Pete's go. Cool, Emily.
Data witch, why not?
He would, huh? Okay. All right, people. Is he gonna eat now? Are the potatoes ready? They should be. Let's see what he
Yeah.
has. Okay, that has to cool down.
Suppose I should show.
Oh, there we go. I guess it looks okay. How it tastes is a whole different story. But I mean, the potatoes look fine, and the pork chops look fine. He probably beats his meat to B stars. Probably.
What we're about to find out.
Didn't he used to wank it to the Sears catalog? He said so. So why not? All right,
And
Pizza Bite. Don't
Beauty Bite.
No, don't. Pizza Bite. Yeah, it looks okay. We've seen it worse with burnt edges, super burnt edges. In fact,
maybe needs just a little bit of salt.
really, he wants to just douse the entire thing in salt. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I just shove it boozing. It's white. The meat is white.
And upstairs we go. So what's in store for Peetz?
You
When
think wrestling
Foodie
was a
comes home.
disguise for rubbing willies? I'm inclined to think probably not. If anything, rubbing willies is an excuse for or rubbing willies is an excuse for wrestling.
Yeah.
Doing great. Ignore haters, focus on the positive. Thank you, not Mimi.
What does that even mean? All right, what is he doing? Pete's probably, yeah.
Kermit Iron Maid for their arrival.
Hey, Paiza, what's up? I guess he's gonna finish all the pork chops before Foodie gets home.
Seafood phase.
That's his master plan. Get rid of all these pork chops.
Yeah, seafood. Ugh.
He should have put
Dry
her
wrestling.
stuff in storage and brought a new roommate. Yeah, I did. We did talk about that when she first left. Like, he needs to act first and fast, get a new roommate right away. But he didn't. He could have made some money putting her stuff in storage, but that would mean he had to clean the whole place up. Because I don't know, when she comes home, she might just directly go to family and he be out because it's still in his name. Some people think he's very serious about a transition, and other people just think he can't cope or deal with life, so he might think it's easier or greener, so to speak, on the other side.
The marriage wasn't my idea, Perry.
Sup, Janine? Welcome. There's a lot of ways to look at
I did not consent.
what is happening with him.
to me tough. Not really.
He could care less about his living situation. It seems like that. He's the backup plan.
Nah, Google user, I reject everybody.
Well, he seems content right now. Peetz doesn't need much. He just needs his hands in the morning. For you know what I mean? His belly full, his balls empty, food, comic books, regular books, and a bed or place to sleep in. And the internet, of course, as well as Twitter. Very simple man, so to speak.
Oh, did Jenna come in? Jenna! Hey, Jenna. Sorry, I was looking away from the screen when you came in. Hi, Donna.
Whatever do you mean he needs his hands? He needs his hands to play with himself. That's what I mean. Because that's what he does. He has a healthy appetite for playing with himself. Hey, Foxy Lady, what's up? Hey, I'm not even the one saying this. He said it himself. You think what, Oogie Boogie?
Cheese on my pork.
Oh, hell no. You think Foodie and Peetz do the deed? You know what? A lot of people thought they were doing it when they first moved in. That was like the thing to say back in 2020, even into like 2021. Remember the New Year's Eve when she had the hotel room and she invited Pete's there, but she wasn't telling anybody. Remember that? And then it got out that Pete's was actually there. Then a lot of people thought they were doing it then, but now not so much.
Maybe. Probably wouldn't be bad.
The more I know about Pete's, the more I'm thinking probably not. Well, he should be taking her wigs off the floor, wash them. She has like a healthy set of wigs. A lot she has worn maybe once or twice or three times, or just kept on wearing it for days and days and days on end until it was super greasy.
Like nice pork chops. No.
Oogie Boogie says she moved to kiss him when she was drunk way too easily, like it happens on the reg. You know what? I'm not gonna count that out because I've seen some ish in life where there have been guys that act as if they're gay men only to befriend women, and then these women think these guys are gay, and then they get into certain situations where I've heard stories of women being married or engaged to one guy, but then they're sleeping with their quote unquote gay friend. And I'm like, how the hell does that happen? And they're like, yeah, how does that happen? Getting pregnant by their gay friend. And people are like, that person was just saying he was a certain way when he really wasn't. Like, there's dudes who do play that angle out there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So I can't put it past anything to happen.
Nope,
There's
no
a
baby
lot
promise.
of devious people out there in life that will do and say anything.
Saying we will do our best to limit our takeout.
I bet
Until it gets on.
there is 3-month-old food still in a room. Probably there was mangoes there for a while. I'm sure there's stuff on the floor that Pete's doesn't care to clean. Most likely.
I see she's downstairs now. Casey's downstairs on the kitchen chair.
Should have brought them back upstairs.
For cooking sandwiches. Only if they were Nashies.
The fruit flies are preparing a welcome.
I don't know if
dinner.
Burger King has the Nashies going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But no, she's getting Connors.
Yeah, Connors
Her
immediately.
first meal back is going to be Connors.
Exactly. What is he eating? He's eating pork chops.
Sorry, DMA.
The way he chooses his strange.
Oh,
yeah.
I usually get either the fish and chips or the nachos. So for dinner, pork chops.
He's getting his pork chops on. All right, should I go forward? I think I should go forward a little bit. I wonder what else he says. Because he ain't saying much right now. If you haven't already, people, smash that like button for me. It helps me out. Thank you so much.
I know, Linda.
Appreciate it. Is the plate sitting on his belly? Yeah, it is. He's in that comfortable position. Super comfortable position. For him, that is. Who has worse eating, Peetz or Foodie? I don't know. You tell me. Thank you, Shara. Appreciate it. At least Peetz.
Yeah, as far as the X-Men movies go, I'll be completely honest. I'd take fucking, as bad as New Mutants was, I'd take that over just about any of the other X-Men movies.
Really? I was about to say, at least Peetz can keep up to what he should do, which is live stream every single day. And he is also cooking his food. Foodie Beauty was supposed to do the same thing. She was supposed to be doing a video every day, she promised, and cooking her own food, which that's what she said she was going to do, is cook every day. But it's Peetz that's actually doing it every single day, which I shouldn't congratulate them.
That's how little I actually, that's how little respect I have for the X-Men film franchise.
I did not see New Mutants.
Take New Mutants over any of the First Class films.
Okay.
Because at the very least, New Mutants made a sincere effort to treat people of color as actual characters, or the characters of color as actual characters, rather than just fucking walking special effects.
They both gorge themselves, yeah. Average middle-aged men cook for themselves, right, Ziggy? Not to congratulate Peetz or anything, that he's doing what most of us do for ourselves, like cooking and feeding ourselves. Oh, he did a Foodie Beauty. He got something on his shirt. Peetz never usually does that, get stuff all over his shirt.
Hey, John.
That's such a Foodie Beauty
Must have
thing.
expired, Alien Tourist. Is that Mr. Sinister? Not yet, Robert Foster. Mr. Sinister never appeared in any of the X-Men movies. There were hints towards him in a couple of them, but he never actually made a full appearance. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah, I would really like to
really.
see.
They would have fucked him up.
I would have really liked to see Mr. Sinister in one of those movies.
Right, give me a second. I gotta blur my ears.
Hey, Foxan, what's up? Let me go forward. Ooh, check out all that cat hair. You see that on his chair? Look at that. You can see it. It's all right here. And hanging all that cat hair. It looks like a chest. It looks like his chair's got a chest. And look at that drawer full of Temptations and other things.
Would my mutant power be? Sleeping?
Really? It's not putting people to sleep, it's just you sleeping? Okay. I know what Peetz's mutant power is. Senseless arguments.
Yeah, I was just never impressed with any of the you guess? Not that I've never noticed anything.
No, Peetz would have a really cool superpower. He gets you into senseless arguments. As soon as, he sees you and you want to fight him, he just starts talking, he gets you into a senseless argument, and then boom, he just keeps you talking for hours about nothing.
Yeah, I was never impressed with any of the X-Men movies. The first one wasn't bad. The first one was pretty fun. Dug the first one. After that, they just sucked.
Deafening Scream.
Justin Roiland.
Wanking and Screaming.
I think he sucks. Thanks, Dave. The X-Men, the 90s series was so good. Loved the 90s animated X-Men.
He's... Oh, I know what his superpower would be. He would be the guy, I don't know, sleeping, maybe senseless arguments, but he would definitely be the guy under Jean Grey's bed. He'd be the guy under Jean Grey's bed.
It was. 90s X-Men was so good. And they actually, they did a good job adapting comic stories into that. Music artist, Heartless Bastards. This is unfortunately not Anunnaki.
He could be Captain Krusty. They have crusty sheets and socks. They're all crusty.
I'm still not fucking with Disney.
Whatever happened to Allah? Yep. Roman was live streaming like a day or two ago. Once again, the setting was a bar for Roman. Whatever happened to Ali Shabib? Ali Shabib has still been active on Instagram, but he's just not streaming. He said that he got locked out of his account that he was streaming on, but then he made another account. So what's up? So Roman, he did stream, but he removed it. I think it was last night he was streaming, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it's not last night, it's the night before, but I do believe it was last night. It was only for a few minutes. He was at a bar once again.
Justin Roiland is a douche. Early tan. That's my opinion on Justin Roiland. He sucks. Now the same characters. Oh, for the new season of or X-Men 97. I believe that, yes, I believe it is the same characters as the 90s.
Yeah, Ziggy, you're right. If I'm supposed to word what Roman does regularly is that he drunk streams. And he keeps doing it. He'll drunk stream over and over and over again. Did you watch the stream that he did? Cause I didn't get to catch it. I wasn't that interested. Hey Sarah, what's up, Nicole Lee? But if you could tell me what happened, I did notice when I skipped through it, it was like a bar setting once again.
Who's in the cast anyway? Hey, Jennifer Hale going to be in the cast. Doesn't say who she's playing.
Right, Chrome Valkyrie?
Well, looks like they are bringing back. Looks like they are bringing back a fair number of the original cast.
Hey Timberly, what's up? How you doing? Hey, what's up? Nothing like it. Welcome.
Come to think of it, I'm surprised that Lenore Zan actually coming back.
Yeah, sorry, Timberly. I did see that Chef messaged me about the panel in 10 minutes, but I'm here. I wanted to wrap this up. I didn't think Foodie Beauty was going to come back on a live stream. Then she did. Else, I wouldn't be doing a Peetz stream. But here I am doing a Peetz stream. You like the very spicy cheeses? I guess so. But enjoy your panel,
She
Timberly,
did lose her seat. Okay.
with Chef.
Who's my favorite cleaning brand mascot? I don't really know, Jenna. Only one I know really is Mr. Clean. Hey, Donut Predator. I didn't realize that Lenore Zahn lost her last election. What a shame. It looks like even while she was in Parliament, she was.
You can't do spice? Okay. Gotcha.
So weird, but even when she's in Parliament, Lenore Zahn continued to occasionally do some.
Hey, WW, what's up?
Not very often, but
Welcome.
occasionally she'd show up in a. She'd do some voice work. Very rarely, looks like.
Yeah, he's back to the same old, same old. You know what happens in a Pete stream? He'll talk about anything and everything, a lot of
Hey, Bernie.
politics, a lot of this, a lot of that.
Anyway, apparently, former member of Parliament Lenore Zahn is coming back for X-Men 97. That's cool.
Okay. Pete's
Cal Dodd back as Logan. That's pretty cool, actually. That, you know.
You know which Superman I was getting into? The whole Kal-El one, where it was one of like the Justice League lesser characters went back in time to like Kal-El's, was it grandfather or father? I forgot what that series was. I was watching it. They even had the House of Zod. It was really cool. And
Cal Dodd.
it was all about
Yeah, you'd
the
expect
son.
them to have brought back, used Steve Bloom, because he's done most of the. He's otherwise done most of the Logan appearances in most stuff. Steve Bloom has sort of become sort of the main voice of Wolverine in recent years.
If she could move faster, she would beat your ass because the state
But
of
they're
the
bringing back
villain.
Cal Dodd, the guy who voiced him in the original series. So I like that. I like that they're going back to the original dude.
Thank you, Timberly. Appreciate you. Yeah, Peetz doesn't want to listen. Peetz wants to control the conversation.
Tricks.
That's what Peetz wants to do. You're right.
Start to trust tricks balls.
Beagle Mama.
Balls. Balls.
I wonder what the state of Peetz's streams will be like maybe a year from now, a couple months from now. Because Peetz originally did swear he would never have a YouTube channel, and here we are, a year and 3 months later. Imagine that. That's about the only control he's ever gonna have. Control over people in his channel that he can bully around. No more cooking when Chantel's back. We shall see whether or not that holds up. We shall also see if Salah.
Yes, I am ready for Chantel to be home. Yes.
We shall also see if Salah will continue on the Salah and Chantal channel. I do believe that channel was originally called Chantal and Salah, but I believe he wanted it to be Salah and Chantal. Even though Chantal and Salah sounds nice. Why not? Was it Smallville? It wasn't Smallville. I'm gonna have to Google it.
How do I feel about the egg shortage? Yeah, that's definitely fucked up. Used to love alphabet cereal, the one with marshmallows.
Can you imagine what's going on in the world?
No idea.
There's an egg shortage.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, it was called Krypton. So I was right. The series is from 2018. There were 2 seasons. And it was about Superman's grandfather, Seg-El, who fights to redeem his family's honor after the House of El is ostracized and shamed over Seg's grandfather's false claims of a world killer coming to Krypton. So I was right. I like that. I like that series. It was good. Is it canceled? Yeah, it was canceled. Only 2 seasons. You liked when Foodie Beauty was doing her streams and in the background Peetz would lose his mind. Peetz would just keep talking and you could totally tell Chantel would not be looking at him and didn't care. She gave no ish about what he was saying. Like you could tell the exact second that she would mute him out of her mind and not acknowledge, like it wouldn't register what he's saying. But he kept on talking with such confidence. The way the world is going, we're gonna starve.
Extras $2.99 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate batter. Nope. Wait, Airwolf intro? No. Cinnamon Toast Crunch Milk. My birthday? February 6th. So just 2 weeks away. Less than 2 weeks away.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, Bally. Thanks.
Good Beagle Mama. So you got eggs for $3.50 a dozen from the farm.
Good night for when you do end up leaving.
How old is will Peetz be? Peetz is gonna be 39.
Let some people that say weight lives matter. That they're racist. Your stepsister's birthday? Cool. She's coming home next week. Within the next week.
So specific, Peetz. Yeah, he is getting up there.
Special K. Yeah. Nothing, Barney. Nothing important.
Eggs are $7 where you live, Irma. Wow, that is a shit ton of money. Holy crap.
Make it gluten-free. Co-theme party? No!
All right, let me go forward. I don't know what he's typing.
You consider YouTube a dating site? No. People have found dates through YouTube, but it is not a dating site. No. Because I know,
Okay, Janine.
like, Craig McCracken
Thanks for the insight.
went to Netflix with like a couple dozen pitches. And they turned down all of them. Until he offered to do another, until he just said, fine, I'll do more Powerpuff Girls. Best pilot in Star Wars, Kirk or Starbuck?
Huh?
Star from Rick and Morty got fired. Yep.
Lettuce is that much? Wow. So long for lettuce. If it's that expensive.
So yeah, it's
anymore?
Right. Yeah. So like more Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It might be that the dude was like, yeah, I want to do more. I want to do more of the show. I love doing Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I want to do more of that. It's also entirely possible the guy's like, oh, fuck, I need a fucking paycheck. You know?
All right.
I need a paycheck and
no, we don't want to hear it.
She's a good writer or not, that is something that, you know, totally up for debate.
Who's a good writer? Let me check this out. Talking about writers again.
Yeah.
As he usually does.
Whether she's a good writer or not, that is something that, you know, totally up for debate. But does seem optimistic.
All right. Anonymous says if you are baking, you don't need eggs. You do not need eggs. Use white chia seeds mixed with water instead. Vegan. Okay. Thanks for that, Anonymous.
Probably. At the same time, you know, it is entertainment. The entertainment industry can at times be very much a cutthroat industry.
I would say entertainment's more cutthroat almost all the time, or in fact, practically all the time, because it's so competitive. You make a lot of money if you get good roles. It's very cutthroat. Yeah.
Like it works better when people are collaborative. It works better when everybody's lifting each other up. But
I see, Ziggy.
There is absolutely we don't judge Teen Moms. We only judge the people who watch Teen Mom reality shows. But anyway, so like it's the entertainment industry does work better when people are lifting each other up, when people are, you know, being kind and
we get it
to each other and everything. But
that's never the case. Practically never the case.
There is definitely an element of cutthroat. Like there is definitely a cutthroat element to it. So Mindy Kaling being opportunistic, she probably figures she kind of has to be. I have not been watching Last of Us in Ripson now. Yeah, like she obviously figures that she's kind of got to be opportunistic because a brown woman in Hollywood.
He's talking about the whole Mindy Kaling, isn't that?
The opportunities aren't going to come very often for her.
Isn't
You
she
think
the
that
one
Mr.
that does
Billy Kelly?
Velma?
Probably a little bit.
All right, wait. She's the one that is doing Velma, right? And it's the third most poorly rated, was it, show of all time because of the whole Velma thing. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just like when you're a brown woman in Hollywood, opportunities are not terribly common. So you kind of got to be a bit cutthroat and opportunistic about it.
Uh-huh.
Again, not saying that I'm not
Hey,
I'm
Dan.
not commenting on the quality of her work because I've never actually watched anything Mindy Kaling's done.
You mean he hasn't watched Velma?
Like I've literally never watched any of Mindy Kaling's shows. So I have no idea. If she's actually good or not.
I haven't even watched Velma. I've heard all sorts of stuff about Velma. I just can't. I don't have the time.
But she's a brown woman trying to make a career in an industry that is hostile to anyone who is not white. And frankly, is pretty hostile towards women still.
Eventually, Disney will own everything. What will Peetz watch?
Honestly, Produce,
He has a lot of things he can watch.
Kind of did feel like a lot of work today just doing that. You know, pressing the play button is like, do I want to do it? I almost didn't do it tonight.
Really?
When Timon gave her daughter up for adoption and later went on to have more and kept them. Excited for Thursday.
At least Peetz has more initiative than Foodie Beauty, and that says a lot and a little at the same time. Because if Peetz, the same Peetz here that doesn't want a job but can go online every single night practically and do a live stream, he can do this at least, then that does say something. Foodie Beauty can't though. She's too busy
Jersey
or too
Shore.
wrecked.
Really? They're doing Jersey Shore still? That show's still a thing? Why? Can I rant about teen mom shows? Yeah, they're shady and exploitative. They're trying to capitalize on human misery. Diane's were offended by Jersey Shore.
Yeah. You know who's capitalizing on the suffering of an animal, Peetz? You are, because you're letting an animal who keeps crying every single time in your live streams, and not just a one or two, like a constant meowing that tells us a lot, but you still won't bring the cat to the vet. So what does that tell us about you? Kind of tells us a lot
Probably
about
produce.
Peetz.
It's dumb as hell. Weren't they adults when the show started? Teen mom shows help those ones a lot. Do they?
See, he talks about stuff
Snooki.
and he doesn't know.
Ouch.
He was talking about.
Well, that feels like it's an insult. Didn't Snooki do porn?
I think she did. I'm gonna have to look that up. I think she did. Let me Google that.
Snooki released a couple porn videos, didn't she? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
Let me check.
Tila Tequila might be who I'm thinking of, actually. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of Tila Tequila,
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Nicole
who
Polizzi.
is also terrible.
No, I don't see her.
I think in a similar way to. Situation that looks like a whack 6-year-old. I start melting like Madame Tussauds.
He can make a fine living if he discusses different topics, but all these topics are too divisive, Janine, because he's having his audience every single time he talks about um, trans issues, religion, and politics. So effectively, if you have 100% of your audience and you start talking about politics, you get 50%. Then you start talking about sex and gender, you get down to a quarter. Then you start talking about what else would he talk about? Religion. Then you are at 12.5% of your audience. It's this constant having. So if you would talk about anything else that's actually interesting, and what's interesting to Pete's comic books and video games, his the audience that he got from Chantel aren't typically interested in comic books and video games. So he has to find new audience. But to do that, you gotta actually do work, and he's not wanting to do work. So there you go. He's stuck. But
Carly Steele is always compared to Slinky and she gets insulted. Well, of course she would get insulted by it. You have really bad plastic surgery now. It looks awful.
yeah, you were thinking about comic books.
Well. Thoughts on Tila Tequila and Casey Johnson? No thoughts.
Yeah, that whole Tequila situation.
I have no thoughts on those two.
And the Johnson family heiress was like a mess.
I don't know much I've never even heard of, but
the dude, see, he doesn't know. It's a female. Wasn't a dude, Peetz. It was not. Yeah, true, Ziggy.
No, Scribegoat, I would not like to be called P-Wow. I would not like to be called Pwow.
P-Wow?
Wow.
Kind of like J-Wow, but it's P-Wow? Okay, I totally get it. I totally got that one. He just doesn't know. He doesn't. All right, let me go forward. He's slowing down.
Thoughts on 50 Cent? I never gave a shit about 50 Cent.
Ziggy says that. Ziggy says he doesn't really want discussion. He says his piece and then screams if anyone says otherwise. True. That's what he does.
Snoop Dogg. All right, Snoop Lion. That's right. I forgot about Snoop Lion.
Yeah, people, we should do that. We should do that as a thing.
Snoop Dogg.
Call him P-Wow. Like J-Wow, P-Wow.
Blue cheese or ranch? I usually go with ranch. Snoop Lion. No. You're the D-O-double-G. Dude. You know you're the D-O-double-G.
Yep. Snoop.
Same birthday as your pug, George.
S-N-double-O-P D-O-double-J-Z. D-O-double-J-Z.
Who wins the race war? Lobsters.
Oh, no, cockroaches.
Crabs win the race war.
It's cockroaches, man.
Because everything moves towards crab.
No. Most survivable creature would win. Cockroaches. Cockroaches, FTW.
I did not, Anunnaki. I would not sing that. Some sort of tax evasion.
He says his piece. Yeah, he does say
So sorry,
peace, and he doesn't like dissent in his chat. You say something out of line, you're gone. And when he says he blocks ya,
crab people.
he doesn't want to unblock ya, because that's what he does.
Well, I wasn't even making, I guess, South Park reference. What I was referencing is the fact that from an evolutionary standpoint, a surprising number of species do move towards being crabs.
What? I don't get that. What does he even mean? Move towards being crabs. I don't understand what that even means. What does that even mean?
I don't know what's it called.
Does anybody get what he's trying to say?
Carcinization.
Oh, let me look this up.
Yeah, there's a thing called carcinization.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I get it now. Carcinization is an example of convergent evolution in which a crustacean evolves into a crab-like form from a non-crab-like form.
A surprising number of crustaceans evolved to be crabs. Would I wear a bow tie? No. No bow tie.
It's a real thing.
I second Jenna.
I think it was a South Park reference. Was it really in South Park? But it's an actual real thing.
Sir, whites.
It was introduced
Whites
in
are lazier.
1916. What did he say? Wait a second, Peetz. Why did he say that? What is going on?
% of wasabi is horseradish dyed green.
Yeah, spooky.
So the wasabi I've had was probably fake.
Peetz barely gives us the tea. Barely. Peetz should give us the tea, though. It would be nice. But he barely gives
Whites will hire blacks and Latinos to do the work for us. You know? Carcinization sounds interesting. It does sound interesting. Like, white people will buy a huge house with massive lawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll hire black and Latino people to clean the house and maintain the lawn. You know?
Yes, he did say that, Ziggy. He said that white people are lazier. And he just gave an example of why. And he's gauging the reactions right now. Wow, he really went there.
Neighbors were white growing up. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's plenty of white maids and lawn workers and shit as well. They will have white people will hire other white people to clean the pool / have sex with the wife.
What? What is he going on about now? Are you? I never thought I'd hear this. What is going on? They'll do what?
They will have white people will hire other white people to clean the pool / have sex with the wife.
What? Peetz. What is he talking about?
The maids and lawn workers may have it easier with some of the, when you look at some of those wives. Who do you think is the most attractive? I don't know, Bosom.
Yeah.
I'm joking, Lady Assassin.
Is he really? Because his delivery wasn't that great.
It is a joke.
You sure about that, Peetz? Because that was some awful delivery. Really awful delivery.
White woman who's worked as the help for a black family before. Yeah, it happens. Rich black families exist. Yep. Yeah, they do.
But not in the suburbs, right? Because the suburbs are for white people, as Pete says, in a non-joking manner. If you guys remember a couple weeks ago, and he has said it not once, not twice, but numerous times. He's adamant about that.
I mean, I would have assumed when I said they hire white people to clean the pool / have sex with the wife. I would have assumed that at that point people would be like, okay, he's probably joking around.
But we don't know that piece because you say a lot of really out there stuff, so we are not really sure. It was like super awkward, the delivery piece.
When I went into fucking porn stereotypes.
Yeah. The delivery was off, Peetz. All I'm gonna say, delivery was extremely off. Really bad delivery on that one. His
You can hire my husband.
Yeah, he is really wrong about the suburbs discussion. I think that was appalling. We did see BB Junes in this one, Vanny Joe. She was meowing like she always does, as if something's wrong, because there's probably is something wrong. He did go and get her, and he left her downstairs.
Any love life? You know I don't.
Yeah, what if Winnie Bay and Peetz actually worked out? Would he ever have moved?
Don't have a love life, don't need a love life.
Would he have ever moved to Winnipeg?
I am not. At least, nah. No, I mean, I was mostly joking from the start.
Uh-huh.
Look, someone asked a stupid, shitty ass question about racial stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked a shitty question about racial stereotypes. So I responded with a comment about shitty racial stereotypes.
Okay, gotcha.
No, no, okay. What do I care? What do I care what race my boss is? Whatever, assassin.
People are sitting biting back in this chat. Were they? Yeah, yeah. They're biting back because it was not the well timed. It wasn't a well timed joke. It
The
wasn't well placed.
important thing to remember is white people suck. Or rich people. The important thing to remember is rich people suck.
He has to really.
That's regardless of race. The richer someone is, the wealthier someone is, the more they suck.
Yeah, Peetz is becoming too much.
So poor people have always had that. Yep, because wealthy people design it that way. But you, the ones who are wealthy still suck.
He has a lot of preconceived notions, a lot of bias.
Most Jews aren't particularly wealthy.
Right, Ziggy? But he was basking in all the glory of Foodie Beauty and her six-figure income when she was getting all those monies. Remember? He was getting his pink drink on. They were, he was getting all types of food delivered to the house. They'd eat half of it and leave the rest out, throw it out. I bet you can't do that anymore. Leaving pizza out or paneer or burgers. What else would they leave out? All types of all types of stuff. Wasn't she getting what am I missing? For some reason I can't think of the word for it, but I'm just saying those good times are gone. They could come back though, depending.
A few are, but most aren't. Hey, Pamplemousse. What if they go from poor to rich? Most of the time, once they get rich, they end up sucking. Because most of the time, because kind of what happens is the wealthier someone gets,
Does he even know a single Jewish person? Nope. The only person he really truly knows is Chantal. And that's literally it. He's talked about this. He's like, the only friend he truly, really does have is only Chantal.
the less they care about other people. All right, at least. Like, the wealthier someone is, the less they care about other people. The more it becomes a matter of just giant dick measuring contest.
Sure.
I have $300 cash.
Right, wrong.
I haven't used it yet.
Try again.
They're saving it for a rainy day or for something really important. Anyway, the question, what would I do with $1 million? Pay off my debts, pay off my family's debts, make sure me and my family are well paid for, and then I'd probably just invest the rest into something that'll, that I'd be able to live off money that was made before I was born, because my grandfather said he never wanted any grandchildren at the upbringing he did, so working to 11.
True, Miss Honey Bunny, his delivery's way off.
Laser show finished, and my husband heard you are still online and told me to say what I have to say. Money comes and goes, so does youth. Money can never buy happiness. I mean, disagree. Money can buy the conditions that allow you to engage in things that make you happy.
Okay.
Financial security can eliminate a lot of unhappiness. Exactly.
And this is why a lot of people don't like the conversations in Peetz's chats. Because he'll go over his point over and over and over again, and he will not concede. Even when he knows maybe I'm kind of wrong here, he will not concede. And that's the problem with Peetz.
I feel like money doesn't buy happiness is just like it's a platitude designed to keep broke ass people from
what?
It's a platitude to comfort broke people and prevent them from like demanding that the wealthy people actually fucking pay up.
Huh?
What people do after the power goes out. Used to their phones and computers. Love my books.
Can we still say that Peetz can actually make something out of this platform? Like, let's say he starts a store, he starts editing, he starts live streaming on really fun topics. He could make something out of this channel, but will he? Nope. Why?
I mean, I have books.
Because he doesn't want to.
I've got a couple of board games. Just gifted a cat and get supplies for. Yeah.
He doesn't avoid taboo subjects. He doesn't. Which there's a lot of people who build their platform on taboo subjects, but they know how to do it in a tasteful way. Like Pete's just, he'll start screaming his point, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. There's people who, like once again, have built their entire channel on certain topics that most people try and avoid, either politics or religion.
Broke people say it to make themselves feel better, but I think there is also kind of a bit of I think it is kind of a sentiment that rich people also push to to make.
I wish you could finish his thoughts.
To make broke people less angry at them.
His what I'm sensing right now are
some divorce parties.
What I'm sensing right now from Peetz is literally this: that his thoughts aren't finalized. He hasn't finalized anything where he has a concise of the idea of what his actual stance or argument is. It seems as what he's doing, he has an idea, a little bit of an idea, but he keeps trying to figure out how to put it across to you. And sometimes it doesn't come across properly.
If you want to have a party, have a party. Some people just appreciate any chance for a good time. Modern slavery is minimum wage. Well, prison labor is modern slavery. But no. Fuck no, Craig.
Huh. Yeah, he has no filters. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I'd love to work at a library.
Amongst other things. Maybe you should reapply in the Yukon. Maybe get a degree this time, Peetz.
It's chocolate covered raisins.
All right, let me go forward.
Or a self checkout.
All right, let me go back a little bit. What's he talking about now?
A self checkout. I like whenever I go to a store, I go through one of the regular checkouts. I am too honest for a self checkout. If I went through the self checkout, I would put shit through properly.
Okay. And
yeah, fuck that.
Well, how is that a problem though? If you're honest, he's the same one who says his brother will not scan an item or two or three whenever he goes through self checkout.
Robot can do it. I don't want to.
Right, Sasha? I don't get what his point is.
Self-checkouts. Right, but it's not stealing. It's just an honest mistake.
Oh yeah,
self-checkout, and they do
that's
it in
it.
a very specific way. It's not stealing. It's just you made a mistake.
Sure, Peetz.
Yeah. Like my brother's got done self-checkout. Like he's mentioned, this type of, one type of pepper happens to have a lower price than the other. Well, I mean, he's not a trained cashier.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
It's not his fault if he enters the wrong type of pepper, right? And that just happens that's the type that has a sale going.
Okay, Peetz. Tell us all about your brother's ways of hustling the man by going through self checkout.
He forgot something in his car. Oh shit! He forgot something in his car. Yeah, he put the bag down on top of the. He was doing bagging and he put bag in the cart and accidentally put it on top of something else in there. It happens, right?
Right, Irma. Self checkout does weigh your bags, and if you haven't put something down, I haven't put something down that felt weightless to me, and like the register was like, "Oh, bag your item, bag your item, bag your item." I'm like, "Holy crap, this is practically weightless," but yet the the system knows. It really does know.
I want to report something like $3 billion in theft, which they budget for. They budget for that. And the truth is, when they install self checkouts, like whenever Walmart or a grocery store or anybody else, whenever they install, hey, Uxal. Of course, I'm not acknowledging questions about it. What do I care about her new religion? Anyway, whenever they do that, they know that there are going to be people who use the self-checkout to steal.
Okay, gotcha.
Jenna? Nice.
Yeah, they know there's going to be shrinkage.
Cool, scan when you enter. Yeah.
And a Walmart employee watching your every move at checkout.
Kid for $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
There's that.
Yeah, like whenever a store installs a self-checkout, they know that there is going to be a certain level of dishonesty from a certain number of the customers going through there.
Yeah.
They know full well that there is going to be stuff stolen.
Yep.
By people going through the self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
But what they also know is that the cost of what will be stolen by people going through that self-checkout is less than the cost of
Oh,
paying a cashier.
exactly. That's exactly it, Pete's. At least you got that right.
You know, a place like Walmart,
Because then,
they know exactly how much each cashier costs them.
mhm.
They know exactly how much each self checkout is going to cost them.
And an actuarian does all those calculations and deemed it's actually more cost effective to have people self checkout with maybe one cashier there, 10 into 6, 8, 10, 12, even up to 14 machines at a time, one person. And then, of course, there's going to be shrinkage. But they've also factored the shrinkage in where they feel like, hey, we might lose a bit of money with people being dishonest, but at least we're saving on these not paying cashiers, which it seems a lot of places are doing that because the Dollarama in my areas, they're doing that now. They've gotten rid of all the cashiers and is having everybody self checkout.
And they know, like, everything they do is to maximize profit. Their employees, Walmart, as far as Walmart is concerned, employees are an expense. They are a cost. And they want to reduce expenses as much as possible. They want to cut costs every single spot they can.
Yep.
So employees are always, always, always something that a company like Walmart
Very sad to see.
resents having to pay.
You know what's another fact in terms of shrinkage? Like when there's theft, it's mostly internal theft that's number one. When you think about things, it's not the customers, it's the employees that are working at the store. I knew about this one guy. He would always be jacking all sorts of stuff from the Walmart he was working at. Like he would jack video game systems, all types of stuff until one day his manager searched his bag, saw him with it, told him to take that out of his bag and never return. The manager didn't call the cops. But I remember working at this one Walmart. This one guy stole $1 million back in like the late 90s. He got hired, and within a couple months, he stole $1 million worth of goods. He would come in the morning as a manager, load up on TVs and all sorts of stuff. Hey, Marie. And then he would jack them and then come back to work again in the morning and act like nothing happened.
They resent their employees. They hate
Also,
having to pay employees. They fucking hate it.
Also, remember everybody, Peetz is ranting like this because he used to be a Walmart cashier. Yes, he used to be a Walmart cashier, job given to him through nepotism by his mother. Then, when his mother moved to StarTech, his mother also through nepotism got him a job at StarTech. I'm not sure what happened with his brother. I think his mom would most likely be trying to hook up his brother as well, right? That only makes sense. But then the brother can't really hold down a job.
They despise their employees, loathe them. As far as they're concerned, employees are fucking ticks feeding on them. They hate employees. Small businesses tend to really appreciate their employees.
Yeah, tend to.
But corporations hate them.
Not all corporations, but I get your point, Peetz.
Yes, Boozin, I did. I worked 2 years as a Walmart cashier.
Yeah, I know, Peetz, and you got that through your mom. I think employees steal and shrink about 40%. Yeah, I think the study was that I looked at, actually, several of them said the number one cause for shrinkage is from employees. That's number one. It's never the customers stealing stuff randomly. Remember the days when Walmart returns used to be at the back of the store? Do you guys remember those days? Those were the heydays for people jacking stuff because what people would do is they would go and, try on items, clothes, whatever. And then after strolling their carts around Walmart for a while, They would go to the back and return the clothes that they actually didn't pay for. And then it got changed up. I think in the 90s, where Walmart and other places started to have their return section at the front of the store, so that people wouldn't do that anymore, because that was a massive thing that people were doing. It was like a full-time job for some people.
I spent 2 years working as a cashier at Walmart.
Going around to Walmart after
Part-time.
Walmart, jacking stuff.
Because if I was full-time, they would have had to pay benefits.
Yeah, exactly.
And they do not want to pay benefits to anybody if they can avoid it. While I was there, the Walmart I was working at installed the self-checkouts. What do they do when they install the self-checkouts? They cut everybody's hours.
Mm-hmm. I know a little bit about a little bit, Shara. Let's just put it that way.
They hate the employees. They just absolutely do.
Sure, Peetz. We've heard this argument from Peetz. He just doesn't like Walmart. He doesn't like the Waltons. He doesn't like Amazon.
Yes, anything I have removed from my wish list.
Okay, great.
At 3 heart attacks, I agree. Employers don't care. Yeah, they don't.
Right, Ziggy?
Okay, is that working at Amazon warehouse and it looks depressing? Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Because they really don't like it's.
Can I imagine Peetz as a Walmart cashier? He says he was pretty loose and relaxed.
Again, management does not care about the employees.
I think he even brought up a story about baby formula and whatnot, and he would look the other way when he knew somebody needed baby formula, but they couldn't afford it. He's talked about that story for a while.
Workers drop dead, so freaking rude. I mean, I feel like that's the attitude of management. You know, if an employee gets sick and has to leave, if the employee absolutely is like in absolutely no condition to continue their shift, I feel like management finds that rude.
That's based off his own experience. There was a time, what happened with Peetz is that he didn't feel well. I forgot what he had. I think it was like a heat stroke or something like that, and he was ill part of his shift. And then he told his manager, and his manager was like, "Oh, can you just finish your shift?" And he found that to be like really nasty business. So ever since then, he's had like this hard on, should I say soft on? I don't know, whichever one is appropriate. For Walmart.
Tried online dating? Yep, I have.
He has tried online dating. His profiles are still around with the pictures that look strange and whatnot.
SWAT channel's having a GoFundMe. Yeah, whatever. Love that store. Yeah. Ever tried online dating? Yep, I have.
Right, Sasha? Make it make sense. Helping with formula but abuses BBJ. It don't make no sense. No sense whatsoever.
Message me on Twitter. No, he didn't.
Yikes.
No one has messaged me about it.
All right, after this, everybody, we're going to go over to MAD. We're going to talk about what's happening with BBJ, Foodie Beauty, her coming on, her saying that she's going to rehome
party hats.
Sam and whatnot.
Never heard of that one. Anywho's it. I think I'm going to leave here.
True, Sasha. Make it make sense.
Library comic store. Libraries are what I'm sort of hoping for, or a bookstore.
Well, she was saying rehoming Sam. Sam is how old again? Like 8 or 9, something like that. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, like around 8 years old. She didn't even talk about BBJ. She was just like, I'm probably gonna rehome Sam temporarily and then get him back when, you know, she can come into Canada on a more long-term basis. So her plan is to get Salah over here. But what's gonna happen with the whole oud business? That is what I'm trying to figure out. What's gonna be up with the oud business? that Murad and Salah have.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here. It's been about 2.5 hours, so I am ready to
All right, thank you, Ziggy.
stop now. So
all right, take care, Irma.
thanks for coming.
No worries.
And,
Have a good one.
I'll see you all tomorrow.
And that is it for Peetz.
Good night.
So Peetz should be coming back anytime now. Hey everybody, join me for, of course, MAD. It's starting right now. You should be redirected as soon as I finish this live stream. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. And I will see you over there. If not, have a good night and take care of yourselves. If I will see you, then see you in a couple seconds.